Hi, I'm Caitlin E, and welcome to the Lit Review. Today we are unboxing May's Read Romance Repeat Box from the Ripped Bodice. This came... Oh no! So this came in... This came in a couple of days ago, so a little later than it usually has, so you'll be seeing this review in June, but this is May's box. And this is the romance-only subscription box brought to you by the independent bookstore, The Ripped Bodice. And I'm a really big fan. This is the 5th box, as you can see here. I love that they do this. And yeah, this is a new subscription box that just started this past January. So this is May's box. And then little box tour, you know, they always have the stuff here about like sharing the love and which hashtags to use. So if you're an unboxer on social media, this is very handy. And then I love that they have a quote on the outside of the box every month. Like, I just think these boxes are so unique and interesting. So this one says, "Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. Zelda Fitzgerald." So what you need to know about this box is it's like roughly $40 plus shipping and handling. I think it's like exactly 40 and then the taxes and handling and all that. But what you get in here are 2 paperback books that are somewhere within the romance genre. It's been like a mix between like contemporary history. I don't think we've had any like urban fantasy or paranormal romances yet, I hope. I want. It's been a really good mix of picks, and I love that they're paperbacks. You also get usually like one bookish good. Sometimes it's actually bookish, and sometimes it's just like a cute little small business item. So very fun. Have been really enjoying this box, and let's see what's in May. So we have the little leaflet here. It's not really, it does have spoiler card stuff in it, so I'm not going to look at it right away. This is super cute, super cute. It's a little pin, and it says Feminist Gift Shop, Little Woman Goods is I think the actual name of it. And it's this cute little pin that's like a little watering can with flowers that says "Bloom where you're planted." Also gonna just apologize in advance if you can hear any of this. I'm pretty sure there's somebody moving in one of the adjacent apartments to us. So apologies if there's some noises. But this is super cute. Really think this is darling. Oh, and we get something else too. It's from that same company, Little Woman Goods, and it's the Flower Power sticker pack. This is adorable. This is definitely getting used in a bullet journal. It says things like "Stay alive, dream bigger, make good choices, work hard, and kick ass." Oh, here we go. On the back it says, "Little Woman Goods is a woman-owned and woman-run small business dedicated to celebrating the diversity and beauty of womanhood. We hope our designs empower you. Love, Rosaline." Ah, adorable. So they have an Etsy shop too. If you search Little Woman Goods, you can find them. I also want to say, I think in like the last 2 months, they've had a lot of their goods have come from like little small businesses that also have Etsy shops. So it's really nice to be able to like follow up with that Etsy shop if you really liked what was in the box. Like, that's just, I know you can do that with a lot of different artists and small businesses, but like it just feels very easy. Okay, now to the books. Oh, okay, cool. So this is The Road to Rose Bend by Naima Simone. And I have never read anything by this author or don't really know much about it. Let me read the back and see what I can give you. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So this looks like a small town or return to small town romance with our heroine, Sydney, being newly divorced and newly pregnant. So she's kind of the black sheep of the family, coming home. And then she meets a widower and the mayor of Rose Bend, Coltrane Dennison. And he feels very complicated about his immediate attraction to Sydney because he's really grieving for his wife and the son that he lost. So he's like fighting the attraction because he feels like it's disloyal to the love that he's already felt. Complicated emotions. And then of course, as she's starting to build her life, somebody has to come back into the picture and kind of try to mess it up. So this is part of why I really love the Read Romance Repeat box. for a couple of reasons, this would not have been something I would have picked up, because one, this kind of cover has just like never drawn me in, and I know that's not Naima Simone's fault, but like this kind of cover is not what makes me go, romance, I want to pick it up. This kind of cover is like deeply unassuming, and it doesn't really tell you much about what's happening, except maybe sets the scene for what Rose Bend would look like. I also am not the biggest fan of like pregnancy themed romances. I'm a little hesitant about this one, to be honest, even though when I read the inside jacket about the author, I fell in love instantly with who the author is as a person, and I think that's what's going to motivate me to read this book, is because I was just so charmed by the personality coming out of an author bio and like just the human that I think I would want to know or befriend or just like listen to their stories. That's what's gonna get me to read this book. The actual description and the cover, not really doing it for me on a personal level as a reader. But I do think I'll give this a shot because the author bio completely sold me on Naima Simone as a person. But also number two, I just really trust the people who run the Bodice. Like, their recommendations are always so on point, and if they're including this, it's because they know it's next level good. And I've never been disappointed by a recommendation from the people at Ripped Bodice. Like, I just haven't. I think that is enough for me to be intrigued, but I will say this is not something I would normally pick up, which honestly is part of why I get book boxes, because I'm quite capable of picking up my own books, clearly. So it's about getting something a little bit outside of that comfort zone. So this is Satisfaction Guaranteed by Corella Stetz Waters. This is a female-female romance, and it's set in a sex toy shop, which I'm very excited about. So it says on the back here, for fans of Casey McQuiston and Abby Jimenez comes a bold, hilarious, and out-of-the-box novel about mixing business with battery-operated pleasure. Hey, so basically the quick synopsis of this is that we have two kind of main characters. We have Kate, who's like a really buttoned up person, like everything is about professionalism and doing things right. She inherits a sex toy store and is like not entirely sure what to do with that because it kind of flies in the face of what she understands about professionalism, but she's gonna give it her best shot and immediately is attracted to her sexy new coworker whose name is Selena. And it makes me think, like, so when we hear about Selena's character, I get the sense that, like, Selena may have had a bit of sex addiction or something like that. She just seems like you can have too much of, she's learned the hard way that you can have too much of a good thing, and that she's, like, gotten too invested in the, like, the pleasures of her past, but is really good and really charismatic at selling sex toys and working in this shop. So the little hook for this at the end is, but the shop isn't exactly vibing. And Kate and Selena are on the verge of losing both their income and the possibility of love. Can they find a way to work together before Satisfaction Guaranteed runs out of batteries? So again, female-female romances, own voices, female-female romances. So very happy to see this included in the May box, especially since I'm getting it in June. This would be like a great fit if I can fit in, oh gosh, if I can fit in a read to my Litland, which I kind of doubt I will. It's a very busy month for me, but I'm still going to be excited to read this regardless of when this hits. So these are the two books for May in the Read Romance Repeat box. I'm a little bit more excited about this one, but I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Before we go, let's take a peep at this little leaflet, just so that I can give you a quick tour of it. There's usually like a quick little note introducing why they love the books from the owners of the Ripped Bodice, Bia and Leah. There's always this like kind of fold out where the author writes you a quick little note, and there's a QR code to see more of their work. You can scan these with your phone to get more context on the authors and to see more of what they've done, which I think is a cool feature of this. And then last month they didn't do any of the like pictograms, the little like picture clues for the following month that they did in the first 3 months. So I'm sad to report that they have continued with not including the pictograms, which is kind of breaking my heart. Like, this was the only type of clue I was good at guessing. So in place of that, they have the "Can you unscramble the words to reveal things often found in romance novels?" And I just don't like this type of stuff as much as I did like the little pictogram clues, because it was like a fun puzzle that I could figure out. But one of my favorite things that this leaflet does is, again, gives you a QR code over here for the small business. In this case, it's Little Woman Goods, and I will definitely be checking them out. The stickers are super cute, as is the pen, and I love supporting small businesses. So always check out this QR code personally, at least that's what I always do. And then if there are any content warnings that need to be included in the box, they're always available to scan here. And I love that this is a feature too, because it lets you opt into that if you are concerned or want to know. And if you're more like me and want to go in not knowing any of that, then you can just not engage with it. But I love that it's here for those of you that do want something like that. That's the rough tour of this box. Again, really big fan of this box overall. I will link them down below if you are interested. I'm not affiliated with them, but I just like to share their information. Let me know if you've checked them out or if you've read either of these books or even other books from these authors before. Just let me know if you know anything about these books. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you have a fantastic reading day. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me or this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.